Those 29 turnovers resulted in 42 Ole Miss points on Thursday. LSU coming off a hard-fought win over Vanderbilt last time out. That was Monday at the PMAC, 83-77. The 6-point margin was the largest lead of the game. The opening tap is won by LSU Samaya Smith, and we are underway here in Gainesville. And right away, LSU tries to attack on the inside. Michaela Williams knocks down the three. This is not an LSU team that relies on the three-point shot, but Michaela Williams will take them and make them.
Yeah, shooting 28% as LSU in conference play so far.
And right away, LSU tries to attack on the inside. Michaela Williams knocks down the three. This is not an LSU team that relies on the three-point shot.
Making just three. Florida's going to go under. If LSU makes threes, so be it.
Turnover on the first trip for Florida, ends up in the basket on the other end from Johnson for LSU. Shea Kyle got a hand in there, and here comes Michaela Williams back the other way. Cheyenne Day Wilson in the starting five. A great feed and a finish. And what a start here in Gainesville. And an early timeout for Florida. Jariah Warren, senior leader. Three-pointer on the way from Warren, and a good response by Florida out of the timeout.
Well, when you're having trouble getting the ball inside the defense, it's like the walkout to Morgan Wallen concert. The anticipation waiting on her to come out of that tunnel was special.
Good feed, and we are tied at 7.
Screen action, and McGill really good, Eric, to come off of it to her left and throw it with her left with accuracy. Yep, multiple kids, and you just rattled off 3 of them. That can literally, they can all go get 25 a night. Bam! Wow.
Three-pointer. Jimmy mentioned. Kyle with the rebound. McGill. Long pass on the money. Reynolds.
Yes, sir. And again, McGill throwing that thing from 1/3 of the floor all the way to the opposite third of the floor with perfect accuracy on time on target.
That's going to offset a lot.
He's just not getting enough looks, right?
Jersey Wolfenbarger is into the game
nice.
For LSU, and they look to Kyle on the inside. McGill will launch a three. Second chance here. Dizeko with the rebound, and McGill finishes with that left hand.
This young lady is special. On a huge run.
Johnson can't hit it. Florida wants to run. Dizeko, tough one, and the finish.
Yeah, the nice right-left step.
Back to Williams, 7 to shoot. Williams defended by McGill. Kelly Ray Finley down in the stands as well. And then another three. Well, that's their game average right there. 3 made threes as Williams gets her second. Florida's doing a good job on the glass here. They're a +4 in rebounding margin against LSU, one of the top rebounding teams in the country. McGill up for 2 more.
How tough is this kid to cover? And an explosive first step with that basketball.
Speaking of explosive, that's Johnson getting to the basket. Morrow doing what she does best. Entry to Kyle. Kyle, great fight to get control of that one.
What a deep bury. Again, LSU is undersized right now. Ball inside, nice high-low action. And that ball is caught inside the restricted arc. And Shea Kyle at that point at 6'6", it is lights out.
Gators start the second quarter in zone here against LSU.
Yeah, it's a shrink the court, keep the ball out of the paint game for Florida. Live with that jump shot. Don't worry about it. That's not what LSU primarily wants to do.
Johnson, tough shot. Challenged by Gassett. Johnson's got it back for 2 more.
She is a bucket getter, right?
Del Rosario with the rebound. Here's Gilbert.
Just erased it. Del Rosario did.
Gilbert, strong take, count it, and the foul.
Yeah, scoring off your defense. Blocking a shot, and they get that thing up on the left side of the floor. And really good penetration by Gilbert.
And she'll reset here for the Tigers. Day Wilson.
Kim Mulkey needs scoring from those 2-point guards. Freshman on that title team for Kim. A lot of hours in this LSU program.
There is Smith. That's what she does so well, a shot blocker. Timeout.
Yeah, fantastic rim protector.
They didn't do well.
Yeah. Didn't love some of the body language, he said. A good post-up position again. Just continue to hammer it inside.
Smith.
She comes out after the entrance, and I go down and shake her hand. I'll never forget it. She stopped me. She said, "Jimmy, what are you thinking, young man? You're too good on TV to be messing around with this."
Ernie Kindred and a second chance here for Florida. I did check. The 3 officials are still working who in that game, but they're not at this game
This is
today.
not the 3 today?
No, this is not the 3
feel better.
McGill tries to back off to Reynolds. Reynolds playing with a lot of confidence here today. Knocks it down. She's got 5.
You just can't have McGill scoring and Kyle on the inside.
Morrow, tough take for 2. Kayla Williams with the rebound for LSU. Approaching 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Tigers jumped out to a 7-0 lead, but Florida led by 6. Morrow.
Well, Florida is very physical with their box offs. I love it.
McGill pull up 3. Kyle couldn't handle it, and here comes Gilbert on the push. Good defense, recovery by Kansas Saugus.
Right there, bam, just gets all ball. The second person off.
Saugus played 8 minutes a game last year, 23 minutes a game this season, so much bigger role for the Gators. Flaugier on the pull-up.
That is beautiful, was it not?
Kyle takes it away from Smith. No reset on the shot clock.
Get a good one. Still plenty of time.
McGill, hesitation. Smith with the swat. Freshman will slow things down inside of a minute to play here in the quarter. Look at Morrow out on the freshman trying to get the steal. McGill to the basket.
Man, it's a one-man possession that time.
For McGill. Hesitation, kick it outside. Deep 2 on the way is good from Alexia Dizeko.
Really as good as the opening possession. McGill right there reads the drop coverage, attacks it, and instead of forcing up a tough 2, finds that same side.
4th assist for Liv McGill to go with her 13 points, turn it over twice in the first half. Morrow spinning for 2. Split second too late to find Warren on the inside.
Yeah, the ones you have to make, though, in this league.
And Dave Wilson on the other end for 2. Johnson can't get the 2. Samaya Smith kept it alive. Morrow comes away with it. Williams on the offensive glass. LSU trying to make up that rebounding deficit in a hurry here.
His team is getting out rebounded at half. I can guarantee you the message was sent at halftime, and team in purple is starting to climb on the glass, and that is their strength.
Smith gets away from O'Neal. Tipped up and in. That's Miracle Shepherd.
Just 5'10" to get on that offensive glass.
Layla Reynolds, another aggressive take. This time it doesn't work out. Taken away by Dave Wilson in transition now for LSU. Michaela Williams sets for 3.
Yeah, they need a timeout. I was just going to say they probably need a timeout.
Williams for 2.
I just fell asleep, just back cut her kid. And
Warren. Shepherd, excellent defender all over Warren. McGill gets it to go.
Yeah, that was really good defense, though, and just better offense at the end by McGill. Well, that's a team that they sub 5 at a time. They shoot a ton of threes. Coach Caldwell's got those gals in shape.
Jariah Warren knocks down her second 3 of the game. And it's been a great crowd, great turnout here today. A lot of LSU fans, but I see a lot of orange and blue as well in this building. There's Morrow leaning in for 2.
So active, just never takes.
Chance to bring it down to single digits. Here's Reynolds on the push. 4-2.
Beautiful sidestep by Williams to avoid the contact. LSU radio's a little tight over here.
We didn't say anything.
No.
Yep. Aneesah Morrow gets lost in the shuffle.
To just be completely uncovered off the side out of bounds, just waiting for a pass and a 1 bounce to the rim.
She can do it. Went for 42 against Kent State, highest scoring game for a Tiger in 28 years. And there's been some Tigers who could score over that period of time. And LSU's on top by 13. One little side note for LSU. They have not committed a turnover in the second half. They only have 5 turnovers in the game, and they force another Florida turnover. Look at Morrow hitting the gas.
Not enough offense, Eric, to fight their way back in.
McGill tried to get it up to Kyle, could not, and numbers back the other way as Johnson pushes it, gets in front of McGill.
Wow. They thrive in transition. They are so good at getting out, running, and finishing. The long arm of the law by Flau'jae Johnson.
They turned it over 29 times, resulting in 42 points for Ole Miss.
And Eric, where does that show up? I mean, LSU now has taken 13 more shots in the game because of the turnover. If the ball finds energy, and you're pointing about Johnson, she slips through that double team and almost fumbles her way into an assist. 7 of them with just 1 loss. The depth in the women's game continues to get better and better as that talent gets spread out.
Johnson with the basket, and LSU will call the timeout. There's Morrow with the steal.
And Florida, they are too soft with the ball.
Back the other way, here's Williams.
He's got all kinds of security around him up there in that corner.
As do you. I'm your muscle today. Morrow inside for 2.
They can feed that post, LSU. Man, it doesn't look like they're open.
You're just saying you spot her.
Yeah,
it's just a
you
question.
just know going in, the opposing coach, okay, she already has that when the game starts. Yeah, what are we going to do to try to keep her somehow in check? 7 days together because the series went back and forth. I think it's a best of 5. And some of my greatest memories with her sitting at an early breakfast for about an hour and a half. To me, about that game coming up on Thursday, 2 of the most competitive coaches in this women's game, man. They hate to lose. And
Kim wasn't going to take the bait last night where I said, did you send Dawn a thank you text for resetting the market? Kim's like, I'm fine, but she didn't want to go down that road. She'll handle her negotiation.
She'll be happy with her team's defense.
Salgas launches from deep for 3. It looked like it was heading that way when LSU jumped out to a 7-0 lead in the first 61 seconds, but Florida came back, led by 6, so LSU had to work. It wasn't one of these don't break a sweat games leading into the South Carolina showdown. 41-24. McGill gets the steal, and she'll go in for 2.
But Florida is going to have another highlight package to watch tomorrow. And you just put those things on a reel and stop and break down every turnover. And at some point, valuing the basketball has to be understood by this team in orange.
There's another turnover. Another big number, similar to what happened against Ole Miss. Here's Kyle turning inside in the final minute, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to finish off a 3-point play.
Ultra competitive kids. And I said, well, that's a great starting point for you, Coach. And she does.
80-63 is the final. It's another 20-win season for a Kim Mulkey team. LSU undefeated heading into their showdown with South Carolina on Thursday night.